In this session, we are going to discuss textbook exercise of chapter Coal and Petroleum, class 8 CBSE. What are the advantages of CNG and LPG? CNG means compressed natural gas, LPG means liquefied petroleum gas. What are the advantages of CNG and LPG? Nowadays, most of the vehicles we prefer CNG or LPG because of pollution. If we are using CNG instead of petrol, we can reduce the pollution. Now we can discuss the advantages of CNG and LPG. It is easy to transport. It is very easy to transport through pipeline from one place to another place. It is pollution-free fuel. Because of the less carbon content, it is causing less amount of pollution. Low cost compared to petrol and diesel. It will burn directly. High amount of heat is releasing during burning. It is having high calorific value, means if you are burning it, it is producing high amount of heat. Name the petroleum product which is used for surfacing of road. The petroleum product which we are using for surfacing of road is bitumen. Describe how coal is formed from dead vegetation. What is this process called? Story of coal. About 300 million years ago, the earth had dense forest. Because of some natural disaster, these forests buried under the soil. These forests got buried under the soil because of flood. Due to high pressure and high temperature, dead plants slowly converted to coal. If it is under the soil, there will be high pressure and high temperature. Slowly, dead plants will convert into coal. This process is known as carbonization. Coal contains mainly carbon. The process of conversion is called carbonization. Fill in the blanks. Fossil fuels are dash, dash and dash. Fossil fuels are coal, petroleum and natural gas. Process of separation of different constituents from petroleum is called refining. Least polluting fuel for vehicle is CNG. Mark T if the statement is true and F if the statement is false. Fossil fuels can be made in the laboratory. It's not possible. We cannot make fossil fuels in the laboratory. So it is a false statement. CNG is more polluting fuel than petrol. It is also false statement. CNG is less polluting fuel. Coke is almost pure form of carbon. True statement. Coal tar is mixture of various substances. True statement. Kerosene is not a fossil fuel. Kerosene is also a fossil fuel. It is a false statement. Explain why fossil fuels are exhaustible natural resources. First, we need to know what is exhaustible natural resources. The natural resources which is present in the earth in limited quantity. Fossil fuels requires millions of years to form from the dead organism. It required high pressure and temperature. We cannot provide that temperature in lab. We cannot make it in laboratory because of the high pressure and high temperature. The fossil fuels present in nature with limited quantity. If it is in limited quantity, it is exhaustible natural resources. We need to control the use of fossil fuel. Fossil fuels are exhaustible natural resources. Explain the characteristics of coke. Coke is pure form of carbon. It is tough, porous and black substance. Uses. It is used in steel industry. It is used in extraction of some metals, separation of some metals. Explain the formation of petroleum. We are getting petroleum products from sea. Petroleum was formed from organisms living in the sea. As these organisms died, their bodies settled at the bottom of the sea and got covered with layers of sand and clay because of high temperature and high pressure and absence of air. After million of years, there will be formation of petroleum. Over million of years, absence of air, high temperature and high pressure transformed the dead organisms into petroleum and natural gas. Subscribe our channel for getting instant notification of sample paper solution and support us for providing free online classes to everyone. www.winpointonlineclasses.com